If someone said to me, in just 15 golf balls, I could drive the golf ball better, I know I would snap their hand off. Right, we all know golf, there is so much to think about in the golf swing. So we're gonna break it down. 5 golf ball sets. First 5, we're gonna work on your setup, key, underpins absolutely everything. The next 5, how you hit up on the golf ball, maximizing your distance. And finally, your tempo. That is your consistency. So in 15 golf balls, I promise you this worked with the 15 handicappers of the day in a lesson, breaking it down this way. They drove the golf ball better, not only in the lesson, but out on the golf course. Come on, join me. So your first 5 golf balls, we're just gonna put some alignment sticks like this in this tee. When you're at the range, this is really easy. So we've got one for your feet line, which is towards target, which is this blue, and the second one, which is this red, which is for your ball position. Both key elements. So what I want you to do is, put your feet together and have that red alignment stick just sat between them. Turn your left toe out and move your right foot away to shoulder width apart. Straight away, you know ball position is bang on. So you can clearly see there, my ball position is bang on, just inside my left heel. If you're a left-handed player, you just simply do this the opposite way round. Next up, put your glove hand on, okay? Glove hand on top of the golf club. All I want you to do now is really nice and simple. We're going to go into our back pocket, okay? And then we're going to come underneath with our right hand. Look how this gets your shoulders set absolutely perfectly in that setup. Number 1, right shoulder's lower than left, but also from that down the line perspective, they're not pointing in that direction. Big, big pitfall. So now all you do for 5 golf balls is just hit them away, being very aware of your setup, and that is it. That is it. Your next up is all about the next 5 golf balls is hitting on the up. Something I've struggled with. I know most sort of mid-handicappers or even actually low handicappers struggle with this as well. So a nice simple drill you can use is just grabbing 2 more tee pegs. So you've got one where you tee your ball up, and the other 2 we're going to place just in front. Almost like a little bit of a ramp, a little bit of a guide to where you want to avoid them. So set them up just like this. All you do now is just hit 5 golf balls away. If you start hitting the tee pegs on the first few, don't worry. Just keep learning from what you're doing wrong and you're getting your feedback from those tee pegs. Also, when we're hitting on the side, I'm going to link up my blast just so you can see that we are hitting on the up, but this is how you can get your feedback. It's okay, so you're going to see a bit of data on the side. You're going to set up, remind yourself, get your good ball position, get your good shoulders. I just caught that one there, didn't I? Just caught it. Hit on the up though, but I just caught it. Okay, next ball. So I think it'd be beneficial if you guys come a little bit closer. I actually thought I hit the tee pegs. I didn't, I avoided them. We hit on the up, but what did happen is the tee just fell out. So again, we're gonna remeasure that. 1, 2, tee peg behind. You could also just use your red marker here as the same. Get that ball teed up. Okay, ready to go for ball 2. Again, getting your setup, avoid the tee pegs. That was a nice drive, that one. Really nice. Again, we hit on the up. You can see how getting some really good feedback. You could put yourself in my shoes right now, couldn't you? Doing this session, you actually feel like you're working on something. That's what the student said. Like, I actually feel like I've got knowledge on this bit, then knowledge on that bit, and knowledge on the final bit. So when I go out on the golf course and I've done all 3 stages of all 15 golf balls, I feel like I'm in a good place. So as you saw on one of those, I did catch the tee, but that's what the drill's about. Getting a bit of feedback from what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because sometimes we just don't know when we're doing it right or wrong. And that's no use to anybody. Okay, final 5 golf balls is all about your rhythm. Rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. I've got a great one for you here. When we're talking rhythm, it's hard, isn't it? We can't touch it, we don't know what it is, it's hard to keep it going consistently. The first thing I want to talk to you about is actually, well, when you've got rhythm, you feel as though you're swinging this club head. You really feel as though you're swinging this club head. So how I like to feel it, I like to feel like my backswing is slower than my downswing. And if I get my backswing tempo right, I tend to actually get my downswing tempo pretty good. So there's a couple of options here. You may feel, and I've tried this with a lot of golfers, you actually take a half a second pause at the top, just feel like you complete your backswing, and then the downswing seems to fall into slot a lot better. So it wouldn't look like too much of a pause, and actually to the naked eye it wouldn't look like a pause at all, but just a half a second pause, hit away. Other options is coming up with a little bit of a mantra. So you could have Sergio Aguero, won't mention any Liverpool players, you could have anything, even a song. When I played my best golf, I had a song going through my head throughout that round. Guess what song? I'm not telling you, it's not happening. Okay, so I'm gonna do both versions through these 5 and see which one works for me. And I want you to do the same. When you're down at the range or you're on the golf course, try that half a second pause, try a little bit of a mantra. We'll go with that half a second pause, and I promise you, you won't even see that here, but we'll get some good tempo. Oh, that was so ripped. I like that a lot. And you can see how on the blast, all my tempo fell into that green. But don't worry, like I said, having one of these is great, but if you don't, doesn't matter, you can still work on that. So that was my version of feeling as though I made a half a second pause up here. The next one is going to be me saying a mantra. I'll say it out loud. Okay, I've been told I need to tell you what song it is. I've forgotten who sings it, but it was She's So Lovely, She's So Lovely. I don't know why, it just worked. Shot my best round of my junior or amateur career, really. So yeah, that was the song. I'm embarrassed. Okay, so I'm going to go with Sergio Aguero here. I'll say it out loud. You can say it in your head, especially if you're a Liverpool fan. So here we go. Sergio Aguero. Ooh. Nice. I much prefer something like that rather than the half a second pause, but whatever works for you. We've got to find that out, haven't we? Okay, you do that for 3 more golf balls now, and there, your 15 balls.